Roadrunner was walking and idling to think up what to do next, when he noticed a room. It was a workshop with a tunnel mouth. A workshop? This wasn't here before, said the Roadrunner. It certainly was not built here, but someone had an idea to make the workshop so the parts would be made for anyone when restoring old cars from the past. The Roadrunner walked inside. In the room was a tunnel. It got him reminded of the buses he was later seen stop. This must take me to the mainland, he thought. I'll get you eaten from me if you're not still. The Roadrunner looked up to see Wily on him again. He quickly turned and went in the tunnel mouth. Wily followed. When they went through the tunnel mouth, they found themselves on the other side and in another wood. Meep, meep. The Roadrunner still went running. He ran through things, he went under things and then around things without bumping and falling over things. Uh-oh. Yeah! Wily was unlucky to catch up, for he didn't avoid hitting anything like a prickly bush. Coyotes hate prickly bushes. Thorns could hurt them on fur and skin. What a time Wily had taking off the thorns. He would feel very sore and wouldn't be able to run after his prey. In the meantime, the Roadrunner was running in peace again. Suddenly, he saw a lurker sign as he got out of the woodland, entering the car park. It said, Warner Brothers Movie World, built in 1991. This is the place for me, said the Roadrunner. America can share our program with the Australian TV network. He started walking towards the theme park. Rear up, Wizard. The Roadrunner came over to a roller coaster. He knew he would meet some people going on it. Roadrunner? Said a voice. The Roadrunner looked up to notice a man that was getting off the roller coaster. Hello, Mr. Model Writer, said the Roadrunner. I didn't expect to meet you here. I hear you were visiting Tasmania and visiting Tyre, said me. And Wily E. Coyote was after you as usual. Yeah, he's always hungry. It's all very well for us to meet each other, said the Roadrunner. What are you doing exactly? I'm visiting a cafe with my sister. She's called Miss Dora, said me, would you like to come for lunch? Oh, yes, please, said the Roadrunner. I was getting hungry after a run and another. Hey, isn't that the guy that came here the other day? We walked to the cafe, meeting up with Miss Dora. When I introduced her to the Roadrunner, she remarked on if he was related to our Aussie birds, the emus. I'm pleased to meet you, Miss Dora, said the Roadrunner. Your brother here has been doing YouTube back in 2009. I'm not though, said Miss Dora. Only pictures I send to DeviantArt. Tell us about yourself. Tyler met me when he went working on the roads, said me. Well, all right then. You may not believe this. The Roadrunner told us about how he ended up in Devonport, Glenorchy, Hobart, and Kingston without a boat. Buffers? Oh, really? Everyone knows magic ones don't exist. Besides, you need a boat to get here, and have to go through security, said Miss Dora. Let's just pretend I have, said the Roadrunner. Ding! Ah, I see lunch is ready. There's even my birdseed. A waiter came up with our foods we ordered from the menu, and the birdseed was put on the table as it was free. Oh, huh? What are you looking at, Miss Dora? Asked me when we noticed my sister turning away at something at the far entrance. I'm looking, said Miss Dora, at a fairy figure. He seems to be coming towards us. Fairy figure? Oh, said the Roadrunner. That's Wiley. He's always hungry. I best go before he catches me in front of you. Meep, meep. With a swish, he ran off. Wiley ran past us. Crazy dog, isn't he? Said Miss Dora. I know, said me. Our mother won't believe who we saw. The Roadrunner came to an alley just ahead of him. He swooped in it and stopped to catch his breath. Wiley will never find me here. But where the heck am I? He looked ahead to collect his senses. At the far end was something pink. It was another lurker saying, My Little Pony Equestricals. That looks like a good place to visit, thought the Roadrunner. I wonder what I can find. Something to do in there. Hey, Twilight, look! It's the Roadrunner! A voice shouted. Who's that calling my name? Me. It was Pinkie Pie who noticed the bird. Oh, he's interesting. Perhaps his shape can help me think up a fashion design, said Rabbity. And they took him in before the Roadrunner would get his word in. Stand still. Just right to make a new dress. When he was shown to the dress design room, oh! Twilight asked him about himself. Oh. How did you get here without a boat? You must have gone through the buffers. I have, said the Roadrunner. I beg your pardon, though. We haven't been introduced properly. Well, you know me, and I know you. Oh, you want some introduction? My friends are Rabbity, Pinkie Pie, Fluttershy, Rainbow Dash and Applejack, said Twilight. Rabbity does the clothing fashion-making clothes, as your tail feathers have given her the idea to make a dress. To not get you confused, there are some ponies that have the same name, she went on. Take my glasses, for example. I'm wearing them so I can see properly. You look nice with them on. I don't suppose you want to race me, said Rainbow Dash, who walked into the designing room. Oh yes, Rainbow. I can only do the running on the ground. I can't fly like you can, said the Roadrunner. Let's see if Wily can stop me. At that moment, Fluttershy came walking in the design room with who the Roadrunner mentioned. I found him wandering about hunting you down, said she. That's him. He's always hungry. There's a race course in this area. When Rabbity had finished the dress design, they went to a racing course. The races were to run from the starting line to the wood. This is where we say goodbye, said Twilight. We hope you lose him. So do I. Oh, let's see how fast you can go, Buddy, said Rainbow. We'll see about that, said the Roadrunner. Meep, meep, 1, 2, 3, go. Oh, Roadrunner!
Oh dear.
The fast bird was in the lead of Rainbow. He raced across the finish line and went straight into the wood, with Wiley coming in after him. Rainbow came in last. "Goodbye then," she called. The Roadrunner and Wiley came to a clearing where they came out of the tunnel the hour before. They went straight in it, then through Margate and on the long run to Devonport by going cross-country
Just
as
what
people
I
do
need.
on race day. The Roadrunner stuck a bush on the road out of the tipyard, stopping his chaser so he could have time to find a ride. We're asking anyone if you know about America's fast bird. Dizzy with the adventure from the mainland he made, he went running through Margate village, but he stopped to seize troublemakers that were after him still. It was the Animal Patrol. They were looking in the village, asking anyone if they saw him. The poor Roadrunner was trapped between them and Wiley until he noticed a station up ahead with an engine that was waiting to go after his drink. "Aha!" said the Roadrunner. "This is a piece of luck. A railway station is what I need to get back to Devonport." He sneaked past the Animal Patrol car. Oh. And walked carefully to the station. He consulted a timetable before boarding. It said the engine was to go to Devonport. "More luck," said the Roadrunner. "I hope to get some sleep in my nice warm nest when I get home." He noticed a coach that was full, but the guard didn't want him allowed in it, which was disappointing. The Roadrunner walked to the front of the train, mouth down. He couldn't really go on another run back to Devonport the long way, like his night shift he had when arriving on Tasman Sodor. Very soon his luck would run out. The animal catchers would come onto the station and drag him away, and it would be animal prison days. Plus, the police would take him back to Devonport in a cage and be loaded onto the ship on the long journey to America. What was to be done? When he came to the front of the train, he met the engine that was doing the branch line run. Percy was finished with his drink and was about to steam away when he noticed a bird standing beside him. "Hello, Roadrunner. What's the matter?" said he. "Hello, Percy. I've just arrived at the station to catch a train, but I can't get in your train," said the Roadrunner. "Would you mind if I ride in your cab?" "Of course you can," said Percy. "It's against rules animals riding us engines, but we'll break it a little, all aboard." The Roadrunner climbed up into the cab and settled beside the coal. The guard blew his whistle. Percy answered and started off. Wiley managed to run onto the platform, only getting into the coach to hide. They were soon away from Margate and on the main line, running peacefully with the sun going down. The Roadrunner was happy with getting a train. He even sang his catchy song to Percy. Percy liked it. He never heard the song for years. They covered a mile as they were in the open valley with the road, which the Roadrunner recognized from when he did his late shift. He was just thinking about how many letters he would get from his fans when getting home, when he noticed Percy, with a puzzled expression, was looking at a speck of a distant road machine. "That's very strange," said Percy. "We're running all right, but I could have sworn that a car's coping with us." The Roadrunner ducked below in the cab, getting nervous all of a sudden. "It's a car," said Percy. "It looks as if it's chasing us for some reason. It's full of people with tools to capture animals." The Roadrunner could stand the chase no longer, so he poked his head out and said, "Don't stop, Percy! I'm not to be captured. I'm on the run. You help me, and I'll confess the trouble. I came here by the Buffers last night, ending up in Devonport, running all the way to Kingston. And if those fellows get me, I'll be taken to the boat in a crate, and it will be a long floating journey back to America." Percy looked at the Roadrunner firmly and said, "Now tell the truth. What were you almost captured for?" "Well, it's securities that I slipped through. Miss Joyce said I had to show any guard my paper record and avoid quarantine in case of a disease," said the Roadrunner. "I had a bath so I could be clean." "That's a wise thing you did," said Percy. "I don't hold with the Animal Patrol hunting you of non-guiltiness. I'll do my best, so we'll beat them yet." His fireman and the Roadrunner shoveled his coal in the firebox. Percy picked up speed, getting away from the Animal Patrol car. Soon, they reached Devonport, and the Roadrunner quickly got off the footplate, ran across the dock, and went hiding in the wood. Wiley followed. Percy waited for his passengers to disembark his train, then went home. The Animal Patrol arrived too late. The Roadrunner ran towards the tunnel he came out the night before. But Wiley blocked his way. "No, you don't," he said. "I'm gonna eat you up." "Really, Buster," said the Roadrunner. "I'll give you something to eat." Before Wiley realized his mistake, his prey picked up a rock. He threw it at his legs, knocking him off his feet. "Ow! Not again!" That will teach you. Oh! The Roadrunner ran through the tunnel, and, as he expected, he found he was back in the cave next to Whistlington. He left the cave, went back through Whistlington, back through Radiator Springs, and went running all the way home. Tired and hungry, he arrived at his nest. Phew! Home at last, said the Roadrunner. I'll never forget my first visit to Australia. Oh! As he settled, the Roadrunner looked at the worker's vest he brought from the tip. What a laugh anyone would have, he chuckled. A bird with luck can make a fortune for anyone. I wonder if Wiley's had enough of chasing me. Wiley, who was walking home to his cave, was tired and bruised, as he always is. He just couldn't eat his prey. Oh well, back to the rubbish bins again. Just between you and me, I reckon he'll stick with Alice, if the cats can allow him.
Never bother anyone.